And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to game day one here in the Basketball Champions League for tonight's game between UCAM Murcia and Hapoel Holon. This is a Group A fixture between two teams who will be looking to set their mark here in Europe in the Basketball Champions League. They'll be looking to really step forward with a big victory tonight. I mentioned this is game day one. It's the opener here in Spain. We're set for a very, very exciting atmosphere. What we notice about this Group A is some strong teams in Group A like now, with the likes of AS Monaco recently in game day one yesterday. Got a victory over Juventus Utena. Another game, Group A fixtures will be played tonight. Pinar Kisiaka will be in action against Dinamo Sassari. It'll be interesting to see how those other teams get on. Well, Hapoel Holon features some very exciting players, the likes of Hapoel Holon, the American, along with Corey Wilden, and not to mention number 6, Tamir Blatt, the son of the great David Blatt. The young age will be looking along with veteran players such as Guy Panini, and not to mention Joe Alexander. It promises to be a very exciting team for the visitors. Big question tonight will be, what kind of start can the visitors get off to? Can they maintain the crowd? Can they get off to a good start? But the likes of our host, UCAM Murcia, British national player Ovi Soko, will be lined up tonight, along with Vitor Benite, Carlon Kloof, and Emilio Martinez, as they look, not to mention along with the Puerto Rican player, Sadiel Rojas. Just get set for tip pretty soon, ladies and gentlemen. This is the first game for either of these two clubs here in Group A. Hapoel Holon, a lot for them to live up to, playing in the Israeli Premier League. And what better way for them to get off the mark here in Europe in the Basketball Champions League to prove that they can mix it in with the big boys. Shannon Coleman, along with Jonathan Moore and Terrell Holloway, along with Tashawn Thomas, Jabril Chawik, and Corey Wilden, be their veteran overseas players. They just get set to introduce the visitors from Israel. The Israelis have a few accolades of themselves to show off, as the Israeli Championship won in 2008. Hadn't done so successful prior to that. There's Tamir Blatt, being runners-up in the early stages of histories. They were State Cup winners in 2009. They'll want to be adding a few more trophies to the case. That's why they're in this competition right now. We're currently playing in the Palacio de Deportes. As you can mention, it's a wonderful city here in Murcia, Spain. It'll be a cracking atmosphere. We just get set to introduce our hosts. Head coach Ibon Navarro. You're hoping to use the home court advantage as a way to kickstart this Basketball Champions League campaign. Give them some belief. We're just set to introduce the starters. Carlon Kloof. Lots going to be asked of him, along with Ovi Soko and Kevin Tumba tonight. Vitor Benite has a big part to play tonight with Marcus Delia from Argentina. Young guard with a lot to offer. It'll be interesting to see how Ibon Navarro sends his team out. If you look at last night, Group C, Movistar Estudiantes went to the capital city of Greece where they played AEK Athens. They played very good team basketball, which in the end led them to a very crucial game day one victory on the road. It'll be interesting to see if the Murcia team plays similar style of basketball tonight here on their home court. UCAM Murcia playing in the respective ACB, which many to believe is one of the best professional leagues of basketball in the world. Spanish basketball speaks for itself and the accolades it's won and received. World champions in 2006, many Eurobasket wins and finalists. In Israel itself, another country with its basketball fame and history. Both of these teams have a lot to live up to in this competition. They'll both want to get off to a good start here on game day 1 of the Basketball Champions League. We're set for tip in 3 minutes, so don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. Just introduce our starting lineups along with our officials. The good thing for this team, Hapoel Holon, is this is a great chance for them, as we've mentioned before, to put themselves on the map here in the Basketball Champions League. Israel flourishes knowing it has great basketball teams domestically. A few teams from Israel last year played in the Basketball Champions League, but this is a great chance for Hapoel Holon to show that they mean business. They can play at the top level. Coach Dan Shamir, very well-respected basketball coach. Assistant roles the likes in Russia. This is now his 2nd stint at Hapoel Holon. He'll hope that he's got his boys ready to play here on the road in Murcia, Spain. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set for this game day 1 of the Basketball Champions League, it's a Group A fixture between our visitors from Israel, Hapoel Holon, and our host, UCAM Murcia. It's set to be an exciting atmosphere. Both teams will want to get off to a good start. Coach Dan Shamir, he has his game face on right now. As I said, a very well-respected coach, a very, very impressive CV. Coaching the likes of Israel and in Russia. A lot to offer for his team. And the likes of his counterpart, Bon Navarro. Bon Navarro as well having a very impressive coaching record. Coached all over Spain, as well as been the Puerto Rico national assistant coach. And this now is his 1st stint with UCAM Murcia. And his job would be to see how well they do in the ACB, but also how well they can push in this tournament, hopefully make it to that Final Four. Both teams just going over the game plans before they go for the team shout. They're ready to go soon. Deshaun Thomas playing the power forward spot. Probably go up against Ovi Soko. Joe Alexander. Terrell Holloway. Be big games to them. Kevin Tumba, the big man, plays professional basketball in Belgium. It's his 1st stint in Spain, so this is a new environment for him. Bring the physicality and the athleticism. Both teams set to go. Joe Alexander, Kevin Tumba probably going to do the jump together. Sadia Rojas also has the Puerto Rican national citizenship. Dominican, excuse me. And we're set for tip. The jump's underway. And Hapoel Holon have the first possession. Uses the screen, kicks it up. Alexander has the ball, 15 feet, pulls up for the jump shot. Drains the first shot of the game. And Hapoel Holon break the first 2 points. Strong move there by Joe Alexander. Kloof curls the screen. 6 on the shot clock, pulls up for the triple. Triple doesn't count. They get an offensive rebound. Pulls it out. Takes another 3. Same shot, but this time Kevin Tumba puts a tip back. That's what he'll bring to the game. Very big, very athletic. Got to box him out. Throw it down low to Alexander. Alexander takes it, pulls up for a shot on the baseline. Can't get it. Rebound by Tumba. They'll push on the break. Soko. Takes it down the baseline, puts a floater, doesn't get it, gets his own rebound, puts up another jumbo. He can't get it. Same result. This time it's Ovi Soko, the British national. Strong there from UCAM Murcia. Big men going in for the offensive rebounds, able to get those tip backs. Throws it down low, isolates, jump hook, and 1. It's a beautiful play. Had nowhere to go, but in the end was able to. That is Tashawn Thomas. Had the post up, decided to go baseline. You can see it was a tough shot right in the face of Kevin Tumba. Tashawn Thomas, Las Vegas, Nevada born, played at the University of Oklahoma, went undrafted. It's his first time playing for basketball, professional basketball in Israel. He'll go to make it a 3-point play. Can't make it count. UCAM Murcia just trying to take their time. Turn it over. Alexander comes up with the possession. He hugs the sideline. Bit of shake and bake. Fumbles into his own teammate. Alexander, he'll try to isolate. Uses the strength. Contact. Beautifully kisses the glass. Joe Alexander made it look easy. The physical presence, too much to deal with. Takes it baseline, almost loses his dribble, gets it back. Jump hook, can't get it. Tumba gets the offensive board. There's a foul on the ground. The foul is on Holloway. Kevin Tumba, so big and physical, standing at 6'9". Got to put a body on him. Almost turned over. Kloof gets it back. Goes handoff. Takes it down the middle for the shot clock. Puts up a floater. Don't get it. Down the middle. Handoff. Alexander gets it. The physical play for Joe Alexander. The good movement. Causing UCAM Murcia all sorts of problems. Takes it down the middle, kicks it out. Kloof wide open for 3. He gives it up. Rojas, triple, corner. Front rim, can't get it. Isolates all the way down the middle. Contact. He's fouled and he'll go to the basket. Strong move by Holloway. Sue Holloway, Hampstead, New York born. Played at University of Xavier. You can see a strong move. Keeps his ground. Manages to get the layup, but can't get the M1 play. To Holloway, started his career with Aliad Gapetkin. Played for a variety of clubs. And now he finds himself, it's his second time he's played for Hapoel Holon. Make sure that this term with the club can push him down the Basketball Champions League. He's a very experienced, aggressive, quick guard. He makes it 2. Hapoel Holon just using their athleticism and ability to isolate. We got 3 in the corner. It's Obi Soko, the British national. He can't get it. Same result. Holloway, cross court, 3 in transition. He can't get it. Kevin Tumba gets a rebound, and he's just fouled. The foul is on number 55, Trowick. It's a good thing about Kevin Tumba. He's such a big physical player that when he gets a rebound, it is the only way you're going to try and get it off is if you commit a personal foul. Soko behind the back, beautiful play, but ends up kicking it out. Plouffe got 6 on the shot clock, uses the screen from Tumba. Corner, Soko, got to shoot it. Down the middle, floater. Obi Soko can't get it. The Israelis can break. To Holloway, he almost turns it over, keeps his dribble. Walden. Uses the screen. 4 on the shot clock. Goes baseline. Oh my Lord! He was not even looking at the basket when he took that shot. He was behind the basket. That is as good as it gets. Terrell Thomas, 4 seconds on the shot clock. See here, goes baseline. He is behind the basket when he takes that. Uses the long length of his arms. A beautiful finger roll, kisses it off the glass. UCAM Murcia have got to call timeout because they've got to put a stop to this.
Everybody wants to score. Everybody wants to score. Discipline. When court is 5, we've got 91 side, 91 side. Discipline.
Ivan Navarro raising the question to his team. You know, we got to play team basketball. We got to move it, play for each other. Everybody wants to score right now. It's going to be interesting to see the response from this team when they go back off this timeout.
Number 35, and when you switch the last time, 1-on-1 on the right.
They want to see a bit more fluidity in their play, move the ball, get good shots, play for each other. Coach Shamir relatively happy with their start, getting out the fast break, finding the open shooters, but also using their physical presence. To Sean Thomas. Finished the previous stop and play with that beautiful move on the baseline. We're gonna need a lot more of that tonight. Benite will bring the ball up. Heavily guarded by Corey Wilder. Benite pulls up for a tough 3. Right in the face of Corey Wilder. Just a step back. That's a good way to answer your coach. Soko comes up with the steal, but he just steps out of bounds. Defensive play, get his hand in the passing lane. See, just had his hand in there enough, but yep, just stepped out of bounds. A good call by the official. Trowick inbounds the ball. And another 3 ball. And it's nothing but net. And that's from downtown. That's a beautiful 3 play there. Terrell Holloway to 5 points now with that triple. Kevin Tumba's blocked by Joe Alexander. Bit of a lazy shot. It's going to be baseline ball to UCAM Murcia. Block was by Trowick. Jabil Trowick just able to get up and say to Kevin Tumba, look, you shoot a slow shot like that, I'm going to stuff you. You can see a bit too lackadaisical. It was actually Joe Alexander got the block. Soko. Kick it out, they almost lose it. Got to take a 3. Can't get it. We'll go fast break basketball, transition, and it's so beautiful, and it's so easy. And again, It's that man, Tashawn Thomas, running the break. Tries to split Vita Benite, split the defenders. A personal foul is called on Corey Wilden. Smart move there by Vita Benite. Tashawn Thomas just going to go to the bench, take a breather. Hanna uses the screen, tries a cross-court pass to the corner. Rojas takes it baseline, loses the ball. It's a 24-second violation. It's good defense by Hapoel Holon. UCAM Murcia really struggling to get in the sink. Can't find a good shot right now. Sadio Rojas just gonna go take a breather. Into the game. He is replaced by number 3, Alex Utasin. Takes it down the middle, puts up a floater, can't get it. We'll break down the other end. Clevin Hanna pulls up from 15. That's what they need. Got to get back into this. Beautifully done by Clevin Hanna. Does a screen. Joe Alexander can't get it. Big rebound. Murcia, beautiful play. Oh, it's off the backboard. Joe Alexander pinned him on the wall. Cross it over, down the middle, in transition, can't get it. He'll go to the line for 2 shots. Look at that previous play. Beautifully done by UCAM Murcia. Delia wide open. Unfortunately, the athleticism of Joe Alexander. When we look at this replay, going up against Obi Soko, standing about 6'9", 6'8". Look here, Joe Alexander just getting up, pinning him off the backboard. And that place is beautifully done by Delia to get in the position, but got to go up aggressively. Try and dunk the ball, because if you try and dunk it and get blocked, more likely you're going to be fouled. Terrell Holloway makes the first free throw. That's Terrell Holloway, as we said. A lot of experience it brings to Hapoel Holon of the variety of clubs he's played for. He's the experience and the explosiveness he still has. 28 years of age in his prime. 4 for 4 from the free throw line tonight. Takes it down the middle, nowhere to go. 4 on the shot clock. He draws the foul. The foul is on number 55, Jabril Trawick. It's tough because in those last few seconds, they've worked so hard to force him into a 24-second violation. Just gets called for the foul. I mean, Alex Utasin wasn't going anywhere. Well, he was penetrating towards the basket. You need to keep your hands up, not try and reach. Alex Utasin makes the first from Pamplona, Spain. Brother Sami Utasin, who's also a professional basketball player. Makes it 2 for 2. Guy Panini checks into the game, the veteran player. Down low to Alexander. Shake and bake. For a big man, he's got a bit of handle, but he's looking at the ref to say with contact, but the ref's not having it. It's quite a frightening thing when you have to guard a player like Joe Alexander, who has that ability to take you on one-on-one. Ball handling ability is very, very skillful, very quick as well. foul off the ball. It appears to be on number 5, Channing Coleman. Hapoel Holon will go to the bench, just take a breather. Vita Benite will go to the line for 2 shots. Vita Benite, native of Brazil. Now playing for UCAM Murcia, his first time playing in Europe. One of the few clubs he's represented in the Brazilian Basketball League. Joel Alexander with a big rebound. Oh, and they turn it over. It's a backcourt violation. Silly play there. Just fell asleep. Channing Coleman didn't see the pass coming. UCAM Murcia will get the possession back. Alberto Martin kicks out Soki. Soki wide open, takes a 3, still can't get it. Third attempt, third miss. Tamir Blatt, possession. In the corner, 3 ball. Can't get it, offensive board, too easy. Who is boxing out Jonathan Moore? Went right to the key. Coach is asking the same question. Who's putting a body on him? Martin takes it, floater shot. Can't get it. Obisoko with a rebound. Down the middle, beautiful pass. Makes the contact. Delia finishes it off. Beautiful play by the Argentine. Marcos Delia caught the pass from Obisoko, made the contact, just kissed the glass. Four on the shot clock, he's got to shoot it. The foul is on the ground. The foul is on number 11, Clevin Hanna. He's got too aggressive there with Channing Coleman. Channing Coleman trying to spin out with the fadeaway to the baseline. Just got to keep your hands up. 3 seconds left in the quarter. Blatt will inbound it. Jonathan Moore can't get it. Soki gets the rebound. Obisoko. Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the first quarter, it is the visitors from Israel lead our hosts here, UCAM Murcia. It's been a tense quarter for the hosts. Not really being able to find their fluidity. Just trying to find the right shot, move the ball well. Sadio Rojas started the game off, but just need to probably get a few open threes, build some confidence, because the visitors right now, fast break can dictate it, but also it's about the rebounds as well. Hapoel Holon, a lot of offensive boards, a lot of second chances they're getting. So UCAM Murcia, they've got to box them out, do a better job. Hapoel Holon, some very impressive players, not to mention young guard like Tamir Blatt, experienced players like Guy Panini, but not to mention the players they're getting with Deshaun Thomas and Jabril Chadwick. Look at these highlights. Terrell all the way with a wide open 3, nothing but net. Builds some confidence in the game. Kevin Tumba just getting blocked by Joe Alexander. Joe Alexander himself, remember, Joe Alexander was an unknown product when he was at university. Deshaun Thomas running the break. Showing the skill set he possesses. When you got big men that run the break, you're sure to get buckets, because they always say it's the wide players in the backcourt that run the fast break, but Joe Alexander just showing the athleticism. Joe Alexander was born in Kaohsiung, Taiwan, lived in Hong Kong, Beijing, Originally from Maryland, but was an unknown prospect. Wasn't getting any Division I scholarships. It just goes to show that even in high school, if you don't get the offers, if you work hard, you can make it to the professional game and find yourself here in the Basketball Champions League playing at Europe's finest. UCAM Murcia begin the first possession of the second quarter. A bit pick and roll. Makes the contact. It's fouled by Jonathan Moore. Go to the line for 2 shots. Elena Laizola. To see Jonathan Moore reach a tough one. Anytime you reach, you always give the referee a chance to give him that call, but nonetheless, Laizola will go to the line for 2 free throws. Makes the first. That will play a big part for UCAM Murcia because they get to the paint, make the defense collapse. They'll get better wide open shots on the perimeter, but more or less, if you go to the free throw line a lot more, get these players in foul trouble. Deshaun Thomas will inbound the ball. Blatt almost turned the ball over, keeps it back. Does pick and roll, the kick in the corner. Wilder gives up a 3. Down the middle, kick out. Panini for 3. Can't get it. We're on the break. UCAM Murcia in the paint. Fading away. Off the backboard. Sinks it in. Strong play. Alex Utasin. Down the other end, Tamir Blatt is fouled by number 5, Alberto Martin. UCAM Murcia just starting to build a little bit more confidence now in their play, a bit more aggressive on the offense, as well as their defensive end. Blatt, oh, it's a beautiful pass to Sean Thomas, but the credit's got to go to Tamir Blatt. Bounce pass it right through the lane between 3 defensive players. Good eye for a point guard. Kickoff, we got another 3 ball. Swishes it. Alex Utasin, all of a sudden he's come to life here in the second quarter. Blatt down the middle, puts up a floater. Tamir Blatt can't get it, gets his own rebound. He'll kick it out. Wowden takes it down the right. He'll kick it out. Blatt gave up a 3, pulls up for this one. He can't get it. Utasin with a rebound. It's end-to-end stuff at the moment. Utasin pulls up for another triple. Can't get it. Delia, they still keep it alive. Good play there. Alex Utasin throws it down low. Makes the contact off the backboard. Looking for the and one, but it's a strong move. Beautiful play. And it's the boy from Argentina, Delia, showing the physicality and the aggression. And all of a sudden, we're seeing a different UCAM Murcia squad. We got a basketball game, ladies and gentlemen. Hapoel Holon just going to call timeout.
What happened there on the Otasun 3? What happened?
I think that's an interesting point he's made. Joe Alexander, who started the game, very physical. Also a big threat on offense with his ball handling ability. Didn't play in that stretch there in the second quarter, and all of a sudden, UCAM Murcia, a bit more aggressive going to the basket. Hopefully bringing Joe Alexander back into the game that can stop any form of a comeback from UCAM Murcia.
Let's go. Okay, let's go again. Let's go now. Fist up, Tamir. Let's start this one with fist up, Tamir. So Tamir, let's try again the elbow screen. Maybe the pocket press. Watch the two guards in the weak side. Okay.
I'll be very happy with his team's response after the first quarter. Marcos Delia playing with a lot more aggression, but a lot of credit's got to go to Alex Utasin. Starting to lead the charge on the offensive end. He's hit a couple of threes. My question is where they go from here. Sean Thompson will inbound the ball. Looks like we've got to change the jersey. I think the rule is that the Under Armour underneath has to match the same color as the jersey that you're wearing. You see those colors didn't match. I think the referee spotted that. UCAM Murcia just showing a bit of full court pressure. Corey Wilder will bring the ball up. Black gets a screen from Alexander. Take it baseline. Cross court. Wilder for three in the corner. He can't get it. Rebound by Marcus Dalia. Down low, Dalia. Bounce pass. Misses a wide open layup. It's a beautiful build-up team play for Murcia. Wilder makes the contact. It's a blocking foul. Go back to that last play. Such a shame because Olezola, all he had to do was dunk the basketball. It's a beautiful build-up play. Down here, Corey Wilder just making the contact with Clevin Hanna. Hanna's called for the blocking foul. Black gets the handoff from Alexander. Tammy Black lobs it up. Joe Alexander against Olezola, takes it baseline, can't get it. Marcus Dalia with a rebound. Peterson looking for options, down to Olezola. Peterson pulls up for a tough three, bit short. Break down the other end. Wilder, Euro step. And it's and one play. Beautiful Euro step. The foul is on number 5, Alberto Martin, but I think he's trying to raise a question to the ref. He got hit in the face, but he can see the Euro step to one left. The elbow does look high. It's a tough one because at the end of the day, Alberto Martin is moving. He isn't really attempting to go for a charge, so he is interfering. So it's a good call from the official. Corey Wilder will go to the line to make it a 3-point play. Clevin Hanna will check out of the game. Vitor Benitez, the Brazilian, will come back in. Corey Wilder from Florida, played at Eastern Kentucky University. Previously played in Belgium, but makes it a 3-point play. Now finds himself in Hapoel Holon. Strong, explosive guard. We've got Corey Wilder. Gets his hand in there. Can't get the steal, but Hapoel Holon get possession. And the home fans do not like that one. I think the referee's got it right. Yeah, he's got that one right. You can clearly see it comes off the right hand of Peterson. Takes it baseline. Floater, finger roll. And that is right over Olezola. That is a small man doing it over a big man. Showing the athleticism. That's a very strong move. Marcus Dalia backs down. Use the strength. And one. And he'll go to the free throw line to make it a 3 puntos. Very strong move by Marcus Dalia down the other end. Backs him down, uses the contact, avoids the block. Cool as you like. The boy from Argentina will go to make it a 3-point play. Kevin Tumba checks back into the game. They need the physical presence to dominate the rebounds. Marcus Dalia represented Argentina various levels of youth and senior men, starting with Boca Juniors. Can't make it a three-point play. And Joe Alexander comes up with a rebound. Big three off the catch. Catch and shoot. Quick release. Sinks the triple to Hapoel Holon. It's a turnover. It's Hapoel Holon with a steal. Lazy pass there from UCAM Murcia. Blatt uses the screen. He turns it over. Marcos Delia just takes his time. Martin, he turns up. Turnovers back-to-back. It's a jump ball. Both teams getting very lazy with the ball. Silly turnovers. Due to the arrow changing, Hapoel Holon will have possession. Good basketball coach will always tell you, never do a crossover, behind the back move or through the legs in the full court against a defender. You make a mistake and that's it. Got to take care of the basketball. Young Tamir Blatt will go to the bench, just take a breather. Into the game, replacing him is number 12, Shlomi Harush, who usually plays the shooting guard position. Down the middle, kicks it out. 2-pointer, doesn't get it. Peterson makes a rebound. Delia been held all over by Jonathan Moore. Jonathan Moore not really attempting to seal a defensive position, had his arms all over him. This is what we said at the beginning. If UCAM Murcia can draw enough fouls, can get to the free throw line, but not in the penalty yet, so possession will be baseline ball. Daniel, oh, spin move, gotta dunk it. And that's what we said. You go up and try and dunk the basketball, you gotta get fouled, you go to the free throw line. It wasn't too many, few possessions ago. Olazola, same situation, under the basket, went to lay it up, missed a layup, didn't get the foul. Marcos Delia tried to rip the ring down, didn't get the dunk, but what he did get was the foul, because the only way you can stop it is if you try and foul him. They go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Nice aggressive play from the young Argentinian. His free throw struggle still continues. He misses the first. You got to make your free throws. They're going to count as the game goes down the stretch. Alberto Martin, very quick, steady point guard. Has to find his rhythm in this game. Makes the second. He cuts it down to a 6-point lead. Hapoel Holon gives it back. Holloway goes in, spins to the middle, kicks it out. Alexander gives up the shot. Back to Hapoel Holon. Oh, get out of it! Kevin Tumba said, "Not in my house." Benite goes down low. Delia backs down again. It's a good option to go to because Jabil Trawick really struggled to defend the physicality of Marcos Delia. And they'll keep trying to go down low to Delia as much as possible, try to get him into the penalty for these last 4 minutes in the second quarter. Beautiful team play, but Kevin Tumba, too big for Hapoel Holon. Get out of here, son. No, thank you. Marcos Delia will go to the free throw line for 2 more shots. Delia makes the first promising time in his career right now, only age 25. It's his first time. It's actually his second season now for UCAM Murcia. It's his first time playing for a club outside Argentina. And Argentinian basketball speaks for itself as he makes it 2 for 2. Good way to kickstart his career here in Europe. Alexander takes it to his right. Physicality. Can't get the and one, but that is a strong physical move. That is what you get with Joe Alexander, a big man whose ability to play like a guard. It's a good matchup we got. You see here, jump stopped in, made the contact, just couldn't get the and one play, but rewards himself with 2 free throws. Very, very strong. Makes the first. Well, Joe Alexander, as we said, really didn't blossom in his basketball career until he got into college. Well, wasn't very big in physicals. He was as a young player, but sort of made a late growth. Lived overseas as a young life in China, Taiwan, Hong Kong. He makes it 2 for 2. Made it into the NBA. Was drafted by the Milwaukee Bucks. Played for Chicago Bulls. He's had a very successful career in Israel and Russia. Marcos Delia go to the bench to take a breather. Cliff down low to Tumba. Tumba gets Joe Alexander. Can't get it. No cross-court fast break. Joe Alexander catches it. Can't finish it. Big men running the break down the other end. UCAM Murcia in the fast break. Eurostep. Offensive foul. That is a good defensive play by Corey Wowden. Set his feet. Cliff tried to go for the Eurostep, but didn't shift over. That is a great play any coach will love. You can see Corey Wowden here. Cliff tried to go for the Eurostep. Wowden stood his ground. Young players, that's how you take a charge. You see Tashawn Thomas picking his teammate up. Cliff picks up his second personal foul. Wowden gets a screen, kicks out Alexander down the middle, gets blocked by Tumba. Tumba just saves it, falls out of bounds. UCAM Murcia will break. Soko, cross court, good ball movement. Cliff, he'll take it down the middle, bounce pass. Soko got to go up with it, off the backboard, can't get it. You can't blame UCAM Murcia, they're moving the ball well. Just looking for that last finish. Joe Alexander, Tumba, that is what you get, the athleticism, the length. Able to get up and block. UCAM Murcia will get it baseline. Joe Alexander will go to the bench, just take a break. Guy Panini checks in. Soko gets it inbound. Good play, Benite pulls up, long 2, can't get it. Hapoel Holon will come up with the possession. It's a silly foul to pick up there from Alberto Martini. Just got to get back on defense. His coach is saying to him as well. I think he's going to come off for that one. Because now what he's done is he's given Hapoel Holon an easy chance to get to the free throw line, extend on the lead. It's also his third personal foul. You got to be smart out there. Good player. You got to keep your wit and just play a little bit smarter than that. The ref just wiping the ball. There might be a little bit of sweat on it. You can see Hapoel Holon just checking for his own sake. I think he's happy. Hapoel Holon comes up short in the first free throw, but we said a very experienced player. Played over continents in South America, also in Europe. It's his second stint with Hapoel Holon. Xavier University makes a second. He's having a good game tonight. Up to 10 points tonight, Hapoel Holon. Throw down low to Ovi Soko. Soko backs down, uses the strength. Ovi Soko, now he gets started. And that's his strength. He's got to play that back down post game tonight. Use the physicality. Wowden gets the screen. Gapini thought about the 3, but didn't take it in the end. Holloway, he'll use the screen. 5 on the shot clock. Take it in. Crazy shot. Doesn't get it. Benite takes it down the middle. Looks for Tumba. He loses it. It was the right idea, but just couldn't get it off. Wowden in transition. And easily finishes it off. You see Hapoel Holon really like to get on the transition, really make the fast break count. We've got the ability. UCAM Murcia's just got to improve the transition defense. UCAM down low, Tumba, got to dunk it. What a block. Tumba, we said you got to go up to dunk to block it, but Deshaun Thomas was just right place at the right time. Guy Panini for three, triple. It's a front rim. Clevin Hanna looks for options. Down low to Soko. Soko's got to use the strength. It's got to go up. Soko can't get it, gets his own rebound. Obi Soko, that's the hustle. That's what you get if you keep trying. Obi Soko with the aggression, didn't give up. Obi Soko, the British national player. Wowden shakes and bakes, takes it in the middle, puts on the floater, and again, Kevin Tumba says, you are not going up with that. Tumba just said, get out of my house. We just got a timeout of play. Well, it's been a better game here in the second quarter. I mean, at the beginning, it was Hapoel Holon really dictated what was going on, getting out on the fast break, really making it count. And all of a sudden, in the second quarter, we had a different UCAM Murcia team come out, more aggressive, more clinical as well, just finding better shots. You can see, look at Kevin Tumba. He guards the paint. No, thank you, son. Goodbye. Down the other end, Tumba just a little slow to react because Thomas just comes up again. He says goodbye. No, you're not having that one. Overall, like we said, UCAM Murcia really have come out a lot stronger in the second quarter, making it a game for themselves. Remember, this is their home court. They've got to protect the home court. You want to pick up as many victories here in the group stage so you can get on to the next round of the Basketball Champions League. Terrell Holloway, top scorer in the game for Hapoel Holon with 11 points. Kevin Tumba leading all rebounders with 7 rebounds. Corey Wowden with 7. We'll inbound the ball again to Joe Alexander. Almost lost it. Yep, and it's another turnover. Good defense from UCAM Murcia. Not allowing the Hapoel Holon players to get into their motions, making the passing lanes difficult. No space to breathe. And Marcos Delia checks back into the game. Along with Rojas. Obi Soko, good team play, got to go up, and it's another block. This time, Guy Panini. It's a good build-up play, but Marcos Delia in a very vulnerable position, unable to get a clear view of the basket. Guy Panini, what a good help side defense to come down and rotate, put up the block. Again, the basketball's covered with sweat. The referee sorts that out. Hapoel Holon will inbound the ball. 40 seconds to go here in the first half. Wowden takes it. Alexander kicks it out. In the middle, Terrell. Strong move. Can't get it. UCAM Murcia can break. Soko thought about the three. Takes down the middle, almost loses dribble. Pulls up for the triple. It's an offensive foul out, pushing the back. You can see Marcos Delia just pushing Shlomi Harush in the back on the box out. You can't do that. Shlomi Harush. Well, it's actually Guy Panini, but has good position. He's just pushed in the back. Marcos Delia just over aggressive. And again, it's a silly foul because now Guy Panini is a good shooter. We'll go to the line for 2 shots. Guy Panini makes the first, the veteran player. Played for many very well-respected clubs in Israel. 34 years of age. Won many domestic titles in the Israeli Super League. And makes it 2 for 2. The last person you want to be sending to the free throw line. UCAM Murcia going to call timeout and try to draw up a play for the last 16 seconds. It's been a very exciting first half. You can see the home fans are loving it now. Well, actually, those are the visiting fans from Israel. Of course, Israeli basketball fans very passionate. Show a lot of passion and love for their sports teams. It's a good thing about the clubs here in the Basketball Champions League is that you've got very, very passionate fans. Travel miles all over the continent to see their teams play. See Dan Shamir trying to say, look, we got 16 seconds left. Got to play disciplined, hard defense. The last thing we want to do, got a 7-point lead going into the end of the half, is to foul them and put them on the free throw line. Marcos Delia trying to argue with the referee the last possession. He said, I had my hands up. The ref saying to him, no, you didn't. You pushed him in the back. Well, UCAM Murcia will inbound the ball in their own half. They've got 16 seconds to get a last shot. Obi Soko gets possession, but he needs to put it in the hands of a point guard. Five seconds. Rojo's got to look for an option. 3 seconds. Got to shoot it. 1 foot it. Probably wasn't the play they wanted. But at the end of the first half, it is the visitors from Israel who go with the lead. 38-31. UCAM Murcia showing a bit better signs in the second quarter, but he's got a lot to talk about with his team. There's probably a little bit more discipline, probably better ball movement and fluidity in their play. Hapoel Holon be relatively happy with their progress here in the first 2 quarters on the road here in Spain. It's a game day 1 fixture here in the Basketball Champions League. We'll just show you some stats and then some highlights. Kevin Tumba, 7 rebounds, really dominating the boards and also blocking shots. The Belgian national standing at 6'10" with a very, very long wingspan as well. The thing about Hapoel Holon is they love to get out the fast break and they really make it count, which makes it different for UCAM Murcia because when they don't get the right shot, the anxiety and frustration comes in. They got to step up the transition defense. Rojas just getting his rebound and putting it back in, but Soko with a tip back. He's up to 6 points tonight. Joe Alexander, a big man with the ability to handle the ball, very aggressive. You can see Kevin Tumba's not a small fella. But Joe Alexander's a very tough person. It's a strong play, a step back 3 from Vita Benite, the Brazilian. Corey Wowden giving off to Terrell Holloway. Terrell Holloway, the leading scorer in the game with 11 points. The experienced guard. Joe Alexander just showing the aggression. Kevin Tumba blocking him, not allowing that. To Sean Thomas running the break. And that's always good to see. Whenever you got a big man that runs the break, gives you point guards and your wide players so many options, because they always say it's the backcourt and the guards and the small players that run the break, but having a big man gives you a bigger target. It also affects their transition deep. But Joe Alexander, look at that blocking Marcos Delia off the backboard. I mentioned another athletic player, Joe Alexander, showing his defensive duties and his capabilities. To Benite, the Brazilian player. They're going to need a bit more from him tonight. Jonathan Moore, no one to box him out. He steps into the key, and this is a beautiful play. The pass came from Obi Soko to find Marcus. Delia, he finished it off the backboard. Peterson gave some good minutes in the second quarter, hit a couple of three-pointers, just sparked his team into life in the second quarter. And Tamir Blatt, unbelievable bounce pass between two defensive players. Peterson letting go from the perimeter. The three ball, the triple counts. Down low, Marcus Delia showing the aggression. Looking for the foul, but not getting it that time. Corey Rowden with the Euro step. Just giving Alberto Martin a knock to the face. Again, jumping over. He's jumping over Ola Zala. With that as a guard, aggressive as it gets, attacking the basket. Terrell Holloway popping from outside, making the three ball count. Well, his big thing tonight will be how aggressive his team plays. There you see already from Vitabin, well, actually from Marcos Delia. They get to the free throw line as much as possible. They can make it count and punish Hapoel Holon. Kevin Tumba doing his defensive duties. Not in my house. No, thank you. And the big Belgian said au revoir. UCAM Murcia in transition, but Corey Rowden showing the defensive discipline, getting his feet set and taking the charge. Ovisoko with the back down power. Spin to the middle with the little jump hook. We're going to need a lot of that tonight. Again, Rowden showing the athletic ability on the break to finish nice and easy. It's the biggest strength Hapoel Holon have is the ability to get out on the break and make the transition count. Kevin Tumba tried to dunk it, but Deshaun Thomas said, no way, son. Get out of my house. Goodbye. But then Tumba said, same to you. This is actually Spain. This is my club. This is my town. Adios. You're not welcome. Corey Rowden thought he was going. Nope. No, thank you. Terrell Holloway. Couldn't quite get it to go, but UCAM Murcia could break. Tamir Blatt. The Israeli fans loving it. It's their time to showcase their club on the road. Show the passion. That was the last shot of the first half. Probably not the shot they wanted. It's been head-to-head stuff here in the first half, but at the end of the first half so far, it's the visitors from Israel, Hapoel Holon, who have a 38-31 lead over the hosts, UCAM Murcia. Go get a cup of tea, a soda, bathroom break, but don't be gone too long, because we'll be back in probably just 5 minutes. It's the Basketball Champions League. It's game day 1. We'll see you soon. Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here in Murcia, Spain, for tonight's game at the Palacio de Deportes between Hapoel Holon of Israel and our host, UCAM Murcia. It's been a very, very up and down first half. And the visitors started off very well in the second quarter. Our host just started to pick momentum in the second quarter. A bit more physical play, inspired by the likes of Argentine player Marcos Delia. Corey Wilden, that man, played a very, very impressive first half alongside Terrell Holloway, who's the game's leading scorer with 11 points. Corey Wilden doing an excellent job of getting on the fast break. Hapoel Holon taking advantage of their strengths, having players such as Joe Alexander, the physical presence down low. Marcos Delia from Argentina, starting to build ship and build some steam in the ship with his back down post play and physicality, answering his coach's call at the end of the first quarter. The likes of Kevin Tumba and Ovi Soko pitching in as well, and that's what UCAM Murcia need to really go at them. Terrell Holloway, gotta have an answer for him. Very creative point guard, a veteran player, brings a lot of experience to Hapoel Holon. It's his second stint now for the club. Both teams, it's their first game day here in the Basketball Champions League. So far, it's Hapoel Holon who really looked the more comfortable out of the two. Both of these teams playing in Group A, some very good teams in this Group A. They'll have to go up against the likes of Monaco, who are a very good team. Pinar Casiaca are playing currently right now as well. Pinar Casiaca, Group A, playing against Dinamo Sassari. They're on the road, and they're currently winning 32-25 of the Group A fixtures. Also playing tonight, he'll want his team to really come out aggressive here in this second half. Answer like they did in the second quarter. Ibon Navarro, very well-respected coach in Spanish basketball. Was the assistant coach of the Puerto Rican national team, but also that man as well. His coaching CV says it all. Dan Shamir, assistant coach of some very, very big European basketball clubs. Now finds himself his second time with Hapoel Holon. So there's a lot to prove as well. Coached in the likes of Russia and Israel. Ovi Soko, the British national player, who partnered down low with Marcos Delia. And Peterson got off the mark very well in the second quarter, just brought his team into a little bit more life. And they'll probably need that for him. Sadio Rojas, a little bit quiet in the first half. Hasn't got off as well as he'd like to. So need him just to play a little bit stronger, a little bit more aggressive. He's partnered with Clevin Hanna in the backcourt. Terrell Holloway, top scorer, as we said, 2 for 2 from the perimeter. Gone to the free throw line 3 times tonight already. Very aggressive, very explosive as well for a veteran player. Well, excited? Well, ladies and gentlemen, we get the second half underway. Here we go. Clevin Hanna wants that double high pick. It's going to go off Delia. Ovi Soko gives him the pump fake, takes it in, nowhere to go, gets it back, gives it to Rojas, he'll kick it out. Clevin Hanna, deep three, can't get it. A big rebound by Sadio Rojas. You're going to need a lot more offensive boards. And Soko just fouled on the ground by Guy Panini. Guy Panini, another player with a wealth of experience in European basketball, playing also for some big clubs, as well as playing for the Israeli national team. UCAM Murcia will inbound the ball. Peterson catch and shoot very quick. That's what they need. Needed just a sharpshooter from outside and inside to get them off the mark. And they get the first 2 points of the second half. Up to 9 points, 2 for 2 from inside the perimeter. Takes it and kicks it out. Deep two, he answers right back to Sean Thomas. Wastes no time, catch and shoot. Soko turns it over. Terrell Holloway hugs the sideline, uses the screen. Guy Panini throws it down low to Joe Alexander. Alexander just fouled on the floor by Alex Utasin. So he came down for the double team, but just reached in. You see what he's trying to do. He's trying to go for the steal, but as soon as you dip your hands in, he's trying to go for a tangle to get a jump ball, but yep, he had his hands in. It's a foul. It's a good call. Doesn't use a screen. Gives it Joe Alexander. Tough pass. Alexander fades away baseline. Beautiful. Makes it look easy with the fadeaway. Joe Alexander. We talked about his ability to handle the ball, but also has a beautiful stroke down low. Three in the corner. Rojas. That's what they need. They need a bit more perimeter life. They needed a few more triples. And that's what they get from the Dominican American. Sadio Rojas hits his first three of the game. Corey Wilder kicks it out. Alexander. Wilder 6 on the shot clock. Guy Panini for deep three. Guy Panini, and that's what the experience will give you. 6'7", but he can shoot from the perimeter. UCAM Murcia just moving the ball a little bit better. Delia fakes off the backboard, can't get it. But Joe Alexander tips off. Good ball movement by UCAM Murcia. That's what they have to do. Swing it around, reverse it, make the defense rotate. Just gotta have that final end product, get a good shot at the end of it. Go down low. Terrell Holloway just fouls Sadio Rojas. Don't think he has much argument either. You see he's got his arms all over him. It's a good call. Sadio Rojas switch now. Guy Panini guarding him. The kick out. Ovi Soko for the triple. Ovi Soko, he tried three in the first half, couldn't capitalize, but he sinks that triple. 6-point lead, 7-point lead to the guests. Ovi Soko goes up to 8 points. Got a kick out, Wilder, ball reversal. Deshaun Thomas for the triple. Can't get it. Alexander, Guy Panini, three is an and one. Oh! Guy Panini almost had an and one three-pointer because of the foul from Sadio Rojas. What was he doing? That was a play. You're always taught to close out, get a hand up, but Sadio Rojas just runs into him and could have been a 4-point play, but Guy Panini, the veteran, will go to the line for 3 free shots. Guy Panini, we talked about his experience. A lot of accolades he's won in Europe on the previous clubs, but also playing for the national team as well. He misses the second one. One thing he does have is a very high release, which makes it hard to guard. Then Sadio Rojas really got to do a smarter job of closing out. Makes it 2 for 3. And the visitors go up to a 9-point lead again. And he goes up to 7 points with those 2 free throws. Anna calls for a screen. Soko down low, good play. It's gotta be that one, and he just misses out. Some good connection going on. These bigs of UCAM Murcia, they love that high-low plays. Screen was set. Instead of going for the pick and roll, they went to the wing to Ovi Soko. A quick pass was made to the roll play. It's a very smart play in basketball. Defense just a little too slow to rotate. We've seen that already tonight. The 4 and the 5 getting into that high-low position with the free throw line and the low block. We said UCAM Murcia, they are playing very well for each other. They're moving the ball. They just got to finish a little bit better. Misses the first one, very short there. Unusual to see from Marcus Delia. Joe Alexander heavily guarded by Ovi Soko. They'll isolate, take it down to the right, kick it out. Sean Thomas, he's got to kick it. Good ball move from Hapoel Holon. In and out three-pointer, doesn't go. Both teams playing very unselfish basketball. Shake and bake. Clevin Hanna. Cross court. Otasan, triple, got to make it, doesn't get it. Marcus Delia, big offensive rebound. Ovi Soko's got to finish. And instead of jamming it in the face of Guy Panini, the British national player just lays it, kisses it off the backboard. Soko down the other end. Got to guard Joe Alexander. Back again, Alexander. Backs it down, takes a baseline, kicks it out. Deshaun Thomas to try to spin, fades away. Deshaun Thomas with the right hook. As he made the contact with Marcus Delia. Got off balance, but still managed to score. Towson gives it up. Delia. Rojas, he'll pull up for three. That's what they need, Sally Rojas. Another triple for the Dominican American. Takes it in. There's a foul on the ground. The foul is on number 11, Clevin Hanna. Sadia Rojas did not score in the first half, but 6 points for those two triples. So Marcus Delia will go to the bench, take a break. Kevin Tumba, the Belgian international, will come in. Kevin Tumba been very dominant on the rebounds, as well as a few block shots tonight. Very, very imposing play to try and get a shot over. Terrell Holloway makes the first. Makes it 2 for 2. Clevin Hanna, gonna shake and bake down to Kevin Tumba. Tumba's got to finish. Good position. Can't get it. Sammy Blatt throws it down to Joe Alexander. Alexander goes baseline against Tumba. Alexander, it's a good defensive matchup to have Tumba on Alexander. And Utasan crosses over. Beautiful fast break. Looking for the foul, but ref wasn't having any of it. It's been better from UCAM Murcia. Get out in the fast break. Utasan now up to 11 points. Blatt thought about the three, kicks it out. We got a triple. Terrell Holloway. And another foul on the three-point line. And this time it's Clevin Hanna. It's the second time tonight. Poor defensive play. Got to do a better job of closing out. Because now Terrell Holloway, who's an excellent free throw shooter, is going to go to the free throw line for 2 shots. I'm not too sure if there's too much in that, to be honest, but you got to respect the official's decision. Clevin Hanna has picked up his 4th personal foul now as well. They're going to need him, so Terrell Holloway makes the first. We talked about Terrell Holloway being a very experienced player. Remember playing at Xavier University, played his high school basketball in Cincinnati, Ohio, but played for a variety of professional basketball clubs in South America and Europe. It's now his 2nd time now with Hapoel Holon. You see what he offers as well. He's just such an experienced point guard. The ability with good vision, and also the ability to shoot the ball as well. Makes him such a threat on offense. And he'll go to the bench, leading the top scorer in the game with 16 points. 10 for 11 from the free throw line already tonight. Ovi Soko gets possession, kicks it out. Rojas, 3rd three. Sadia Rojas, all of a sudden 0 points in the first half, but now he's 3 for 3 from the perimeter. Starting to light it up. Black kicks it out. Corey Wilden down low to Joe Alexander. Kevin Tumba causing all sorts of defensive nightmares for Joe Alexander. Alberto Martin, Otasan, triple. If he makes it, it's gonna go crazy, but doesn't get it. It's Soko. Looked like he was tripped over. You can hear the home fans They thought he was impeded by Joe Alexander. And the home crowd do not like that. Peterson just missed the three. It's a good look. Probably took too much time, but I don't think there's too much in that. Joe Alexander didn't really make. Hasn't really sort of made any effort to throw him over. It's a good call from the official. Coming back into the game is Vita Benite. And Peterson would just take a break. Alex Peterson really delivered a lot to his team tonight. 11 points. When they weren't really getting too much going on the offense. Came up with a few threes in the first half, but give him a bit of life, which is good. And Brazilian Vita Benite will come in. Just try to extend a bit more for them. Hapoel Holon just try to get into their offense. Wowden gets a screen. Looking for an isolation. Kicks out to Alexander. He's got 5 on the shot clock. Wowden, 3, deep. Doesn't get it. Big rebound by Rojas. And Alberto Martin will try to break. That's a blocking foul. Corey Wowden. Wowden might have taken a shot he didn't like. Didn't get to the position quick enough for it to be an offensive foul. Let's have a look here. Yeah, it's a good call. It's a blocking foul. He hasn't got his feet set. Jonathan Moore will check back into the game. Just give Joe Alexander a little bit of a breather. Hasn't been as explosive as he was in the first half. A lot of that has been guarded by Kevin Tumba. Could be a defensive nightmare. Martin down low, Tumba. Got to finish, big man. Still can't. Obisoko comes up. He's blocked. Another block by Tashawn Thomas. Tashawn Thomas, that's the second big block he's had in the game. First half, stopped Kevin Tumba from throwing it down. If you look here, just waiting behind Obisoko, gets his hand in the right place. And that's big from Tashawn Thomas. We talked a lot about Kevin Tumba, the ability to protect the paint. But Tashawn Thomas just getting his hand in the right place, and it's a clean block as well. You can see hasn't touched Obisoko at all. Hapoel Holon will get possession. Just over 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter of this game day 1 of the Basketball Champions League between Hapoel Holon and UCAM Murcia. Tamir Blatt goes pick and roll with Tashawn Thomas and makes it look easy. Tashawn Thomas, that is very basic. As soon as he set the screen, rolled right to the basket, laid it with his inside right hand. Tashawn Thomas up to 8 points now. Kevin Tumba, Rojas thought about the three, gives it up off the backboard, can't get it. Corey Wowden, break down the other end, show his breaking skills, draws the foul. He draws the foul on Alberto Martin. The question was he in the motion of shooting? Because if he was, he's going to go to the free throw line for 2 shots, but looked like he was fouled on the ground. The home crowd, they want a traveling violation. Very passionate fans here in Spain. We got a timeout, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like the foul's on the ground, which means Hapoel Holon should have the ball with a sideline possession, possibly a baseline possession, but we'll see if we come back. But Alberto Martin has just picked up his 4th personal foul. It's the second player for UCAM Murcia with 4 personal fouls.
You play blue. So we go under and you play blue. Blue, aggressive. Here, we need to be more aggressive. Blue.
Neither team really lighted it up from the perimeter. UCAM Murcia 5 for 15 and Hapoel Holon 3 for 12.
We play quick.
The big thing for Hapoel Holon is they've just made the fast break count and also get to the free throw line a lot more as well. 17 for 20, that's a huge stat. UCAM Murcia only 13 attempts at the free throw line tonight. Hapoel Holon with 11 of those attempts through for Hapoel Holon. Big game he's having tonight to Sean Thomas. Delivers on both ends, the offense and the defense. Corey Wilden. Oh, it is a shooting foul, so he will go to the line for 2 shots. So he makes the first. He's had a good game tonight, Corey Wilden. Boy from Florida, played his basketball at Eastern Kentucky. Previously played in Belgium last year, done at Ostend. We were also a member of the Basketball Champions League. Now finds himself in Israel at Hapoel Holon. Makes it 2 for 2. Cliff will bring the ball up. Gets a handoff. Didn't think about it, just shot the 3 in and out, but sticks it to go. Beautiful handoff. UCAM Murcia really needed that triple. Tammy Black pulls up for 3 off the dribble. Can't get it. Kevin Tumba with a beast of a rebound. Benite made his last 3. Kicks it to Obi Soko. Benite pulls up for another triple. Oh, baby! Back-to-back triples for the Brazilian, Vita Benite. And it was a 10-point lead, but all of a sudden, it's now a different game as the hosts. Leads cut down to 4. Vita Benite, the Brazilian, here's the first 3 off the handoff. Didn't think about it, shot the 3. The triple went in and out, but in the end, he sinked it. And then again off the dribble, right in the face of Sean Thomas.
With more physicality over here, okay? Don't get this attack from your man. Okay, let's be with good stance, let's be tighter, let's put more pressure here. Let's respond here from the defense.
Well, I said that free throw was a big stat, but Vita Benite coming off the bench and making 2 big 3s late in the 3rd quarter. Just keeps his team in the game. Gives them something to play for, something to fight for. They've got to do it on the defensive side, get another stop. It's Hapoel Holon team, a lot of players that can step up for them. It's his 3rd 3 of the game as well, the last one. Wilden gets a screen from Joe Alexander, who checks back in. Joe Alexander, 5 on the shot clock. Wilden's got to get a shot off. Kicks it out. And it's an offensive foul. It's on Corey Wilden. A lot of time and space, could have pulled up for it. Good defensive discipline by Sadio Rojas. Standing his ground. Excellent way to take a charge. The home crowd's just starting to get into it. Seeing the team show a little bit more fight. Obi Soko taking a few 3s tonight, but decided not to pull the trigger on that one. Made his last 2. Can he make it 3? In and out, can't get it. Rojas just stumbles it out of bounds. The fans, they love the effort right now. Well, he'll be very pleased with how they've responded here in the 2nd half, because it was in the 1st quarter. They were very slow, couldn't get things going, but like I say, if they can hold in there, use the 4th quarter to build some steam, probably come out victorious in this game. So Hapoel Holon, they'll have something to say about it. Terrell Holloway takes it in with his left, steps back, kicks it out. Joe Alexander has got to do something. Alexander, he's blocked. Kevin Tumba just said again, hey Joe, not in my house, son. Obi Soko almost turns it over, and he does. And it's end-to-end right now. Hapoel Holon on the break. Joe Alexander can't get the alley-oop. And it looks like Sadio Rojas just got injured. Kevin Tumba, what a beast he's been tonight. Doesn't seem like Joe Alexander, who started the game really on fire, cannot buy a bucket or make space when he's up against Kevin Tumba, but Sadio Rojas, we hope he's not too badly hurt. If you look at the previous play, like we said, Joe Alexander just tried to go up, dunk it on the baseline right here. And again, Tumba coming over, just using the strength and the length he's got. And that's why they've signed him. Said, you've got a job, and that's to protect our paint. It looks like Sadio Rojas is okay. He's just going to go off. Hopefully he's not too badly hurt. He's come to life here in the second half. 3 3-pointers tonight. Yeah, probably just a wind. The home crowd. Groans and anxiety now turn to excitement because now the team starts to play a little harder. And another offensive foul. All of a sudden, Hapoel Holon starting to lose their discipline. It's a moving screen, is it? Does look like it, yep. Joe Alexander setting the illegal screen on Cliff. You set a screen, you've got to stand still. Defense has got to go into you. Cliff. And again, looks like we've got another illegal screen. This time I think it's on Ovi Soko. Both teams just making very careless mistakes. Yeah, Soko, you clearly see he's not even setting a screen, he's just moving. Got to stand still. That one's more obvious than the last one. You like to see your players battle, but you don't want to give away too many stupid fouls. Because now Hapoel Holon, with 15 seconds, will try to go for the last shot. Terrell Holloway guarded by Cliff, the Dutch international. Will go pick and roll with Joe Alexander. Tumba, heavy defense, couldn't get it. Well, at the end of the third quarter, Hapoel Holon been a bit quiet here. 58-54, they still hold a lead. UCAM Murcia just marching their way back into this game. Terrell Holiday, top scorer in the game with 16 points. Been to the free throw line 11 times tonight. Very impressive for a point guard, the veteran. It all changed in the last few minutes when the Brazilian Vitor Benite came off and hit 2 back-to-back important three-pointers that turned a 10-point deficit into 4. Kevin Tumba also showing his defensive artwork, blocking shots and getting rebounds. I mean, it's been a good game so far. Both teams just settling into their first game day here at the Basketball Champions League. Really want to do well, both of these teams. Coming from very well-respected nations of international basketball. There you can see Peterson, the catch and shoot on the baseline. Same play back down the other end to Sean Thomas. A big man with the ability to pop it from 15 feet. He's had a very good game tonight as well. Joe Alexander, big man with the athleticism, fading away out of bounds against Ovi Soko. And Sadio Rojas, 2 big threes in the second half. And we said that in the first half that UCAM Murcia needed to get things going from the perimeter. Well, they've done that now. I think it's 4 threes they've had in the third quarter. Guy Panini, so showing his ability. Ovi Soko as well. Sean Thomas with the off-balance right jump hook. Able to still get it off. Peterson with the crossover. Taking a little young Tamir Blatt to school. Ovi Soko kicking it out. Sadio Rojas. 3 puntos, por favor. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's game day 1 here at the Basketball Champions League. It's our host, UCAM Murcia, against the visitors from Israel, Hapoel Holon. It's a 4-point lead to the visitors. It's been a good game. And we get set for the last 10 minutes here in the Basketball Champions League. Don't go nowhere, as we're just about to finish it off. Terrell Holloway gives it up to Guy Panini. Holloway gets Tumba. Wide open, can't leave him wide open. That's why you can't leave Terrell Holloway wide open for three. Kevin Tumba switched on the screen, but then went and looked for his old man. Up to 19 points now for Terrell Holloway. Soko gives it to Clough. There's a foul off the ball, and it's Terrell Holloway as he fouls Alex Utason. Utason gets it inbound. Pulls up for triple. Gets it to go, Alex Utason. And that was from the desert. And that's a good way to answer the previous play, because it's now back to a 4-point lead to the visitors. Tamir Blatt in possession. Gets a screen from Joe Alexander. Gives it, beautiful play. And that is knowing where your teammate is. Blatt got the screen, threw the ball up and said, hey, Joe, go fetch. Kevin Tumba. Alexander up to 14 points with that double. Clough takes in, kicks out. Ovi Soko for triple in the corner. Can't get it. Joe Alexander with a rarity rebound over Kevin Tumba. Takes it coast to coast. And Terrell Holloway was fouled by Ovi Soko. Will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. I think the foul was on Alex Utason, but it looked like from here that Ovi Soko was guilty. Either way, Terrell Holloway, game's leading scorer, go to the line for 2 free throws as he makes the first one. Now, we talked about in the third quarter with UCAM Murcia shaving that lead, but can't be making any silly decisions. They certainly can't leave that man wide open, because that's now his 13th attempt at the free throw line. For young players who want to play in the backcourt positions of a point guard or a shooting guard, Terrell Holloway is the perfect example. You want to get to the free throw line as much as possible. Utason guarded by Terrell Holloway. Clough gives it to Benite. Corey Wowden called for the personal foul. Corey Wowden picks up his 3rd personal foul, and Shlomi Harush will come in to give him a breather. Wowden goes to the bench. Clough will just try to get an offense started. Down low, Tumba got to finish it. Kevin Tumba and 1. And we've been waiting for him to tear the rim down. And boy, does he answer at the right time. He had a dunk blocked in the first half, but look at this. Just gets it. You are not stopping me, son. And 1. You can see the emotion. Frustrated from his play in the first half. He's been excellent on the defensive end, but boy, did he rip down the rim. Hopefully he can make it a 3-point play. Probably needs to do a bit more yoga, as it looks very stressed. He's looked very stressed all game. He's an excellent coach, the perfectionist. As Kevin Tumba makes it a 3-point play and cuts it back down to a 5-point lead. This is interesting. UCAM Murcia going to a 2-3 zone. Hapoel Holon, a good shooting team as well. Kevin Tumba comes up with a rebound. Peterson just brings the ball up in transition. Down low to Marcus Dalia. Utarsen pulls up for a tough three. Alex Utarsen, 3 puntos, por favor. He hits a big three-pointer and cuts the deficit down to 2 points. And Hapoel Holon have got to call timeout because all of a sudden, UCAM Murcia are coming back into this ball game. Started Marcus Delia, give it to Alex Utarsen. 3 puntos, por favor. Excellent game from Alex Utarsen, been a real threat from the perimeter. We said in the first half that the three-pointers weren't dropped for UCAM Murcia, but look at that stat. 9 for 20 now from the perimeter. Hapoel Holon, don't think they've made a triple in the second half yet. Well, the fourth quarter, mind you. Turnover still big. Going in favor of Hapoel Holon with UCAM Murcia, 12 turnovers. They're silly turnovers as well. It's not a casual thing. It's just some points you see back-to-back plays with these two teams where haven't been taking care of the ball. You can't argue. Both of these teams have been playing very hard, very well. It's been an exciting game to watch. Kevin Tumba, the defensive monster. Vita Benite. And you could argue in the third quarter, he led the comeback with those 2 back-to-back threes he had to cut it to a 10-point lead, from a 10-point lead to a 4-point lead to the visitors. It's now a 2-point game. Hapoel Holon at possession. UCAM Murcia, they're out of the zone. They go back into the man-to-man defense. Blatt pulls for the pick and roll. Tumba stays with him this time. Corner, 3-ball. Doesn't get it. Tumba, big rebound. That's why they signed him, the physicality. Clough takes it in with his left. He's fouled. Doesn't get the and one. But he'll go to the line for 2 free throws. Strong play by Clough. The Dutch international. Charlotte Clough, as we said, played for Dutch national teams. Can't make the first. Represented at youth and men's level. Scored 22 points one time in a win over Georgia. His Eurobasket debut. Can't make either free throw. Tammy Blatt just laces up the Jordans. Panini wide open, can't leave him. In and out. It's a close call for UCAM Murcia. Guy Panini, usually a very clinical three-point shooter and a good one as well. Utarsen missed the 3-ball. There's a handoff of Clough. Vita pulls up, long 2, short. Utarsen gets it back, makes the foul, doesn't get the and one. There are 2 seconds left in the shot clock, and it looks like Deshaun Thomas has got hurt, as Alex Utarsen will go to the free throw line for 2 free throws. You can see someone gets knocked over. Vita Benite doesn't get it. And all of a sudden, doesn't look like he's in too much pain. Tammy Blatt will go to the bench. Alex Utarsen, coming from a family of basketball players, his older brother, also a professional basketball player. Got to make these 2 free throws. Makes the first. The nerves. Maybe 6 minutes left in the game, but these free throws tie it up. It's a big mental edge for them. All of a sudden, his calm, reluctant manner is now turned into what may seem as a little bit of anxiety, as his team have been leading throughout the game. If Alex Utarsen can make this free throw, tie it up. This game hasn't been tied since the first quarter at 0-0 apiece. Makes it. We got a tie ball game. Hapoel Holon got to respond in this play. Fourth quarter, it's what the Basketball Champions League is all about. Joe Alexander gives it back to Terrell Holloway. Holloway looking for the isolation. Up against Clough. Shake and bake down the middle. Holloway in and around. Can't get it. It was a good move, but couldn't finish. Clough. Take it down, kicks it out. We got a 3-ball. It's going to be big if he makes it. can't get it. Big rebound. Tumba! What a way to take the lead for the first time in this game. Alex Peterson will probably say, I meant to shoot the air ball, to pass it. Either way, Tumba said, I got it. I threw it down. Cross court, Guy Panini puts a pump fake. He's got to make it. Beautiful, experienced move by Guy Panini, the veteran. Went in with a jump hook and what nerves to finish it off. Guy Panini, strong move. Kevin Tumba gives it off to Marcos Delia. Benite looking for options, nowhere to go. Tumba back to Peterson. They got 4 seconds. Big shot, big three. Couldn't get it. Now that to me looked like it came off. Yep, referee's got it right. Definitely came off Joe Alexander, but either way, there's 1 second on the shot clock. Now there will not be enough time for UCAM Murcia to inbound the ball and get a dribble. They've got to catch and shoot the ball. That's definitely come off the hand of Joe Alexander. But this is interesting now. 1 second left on the shot clock. UCAM Murcia got to catch and shoot. Peterson got to shoot the ball. Can't get it. Rebound by Guy Panini. And Hapoel Holon have a chance to restore their lead on the break. Down the middle. Makes the contact. Is it a foul? It's a foul indeed. The home crowd have probably won the trouble. That's a very good move by Tashawn Thomas. Took it down the middle and drew the foul on Marcos Delia. You can see that. Good. Well, it looks like the foul is actually on Kevin Tumba. That's a good call by the official. Very good call. Tumba's legs got in the way. He's just tripped over Tashawn Thomas. Tashawn Thomas will go to the line for 2 free throws. Makes the first. Tashawn Thomas just started his professional career only 2 years ago, coming out of the University of Oklahoma. Looks like he's setting life well in Israel. He's played very well tonight as he makes it 2 for 2 from the free throw line and restores a 2-point lead for Hapoel Holon. Good game tonight, good player, Tashawn Thomas. 16 points already tonight. Marcos Delia was hand off a Clough. Peterson. Guy Panini looks like he got hit hard. Peterson gives it. Delia gets it to go. Beautiful play. Tough angle as well. Ties it up. 69 apiece. We've got a stoppage in play because Guy Panini just got hit in the knee. That's not good for Hapoel Holon because that is a very experienced player who can spread the floor, hit the open shot. Looks like they brought Corey Wilden back into the game. And Alex Peterson, you hear the ovation he's getting from the home crowd. Big game he's played tonight. Big lift he's given his team. Corey Wilden will take point guard duties. Trying to get the ball in the hands of Terrell Holloway. This pick and roll. And there's an offensive foul, and it's on Jabril Trawick. Got tangled up with Sadio Rojas. Not quite sure what happened. I'm not too sure there's too much in there. Sadio Rojas making more of it than it seemed, but either way, it's a turnover. UCAM Murcia, and Kevin Tumba goes to the bench, and his coach is going to be very happy with him. Obi Soko comes back in to give him a bit more athleticism. And hopefully Guy Panini's not too badly hurt. Delia keeps possession, hand off a Clough. Benite takes it in. Benite can't get it. They lose possession. Wilden is fouled. And it's an unsportsmanlike foul. Sadio Rojas. That is a tough one because now Corey Wilden is going to go to the free throw line for 2 shots and they'll get possession back. Got to look at the replay there. I think what UCAM Murcia trying to argue is he got position. It was probably just, I think it's a good call to be honest. I mean, really what Sadio Rojas should have done was run back on defense, but he's ran right into Corey Wilden. It was a little bit reckless. It's a good call from the officials. Corey Wilden This is the first. That is big. You got to make free throws. You got to make them at a time like this. He's got another chance. Makes the second. Hapoel Holon have a 1-point lead. Just under 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. It's been an exciting game of basketball here in the Basketball Champions League. Hapoel Holon, 28 attempts in the stripe tonight. That is a very big stat. Wowden gets a screen, goes right at Marcus Delia, kicks it out. Terrell Holloway right in the corner, nowhere to go, guarded by Clough. Trying to isolate, takes it in. Floater, doesn't get it, good defense from Clough. Murcia down by 1, chance to take the lead. Now, I think that's a good foul by Sean Thomas because he's trying to put Clough on the free throw line. Clough is not the best free throw shooter. I think that's a very, very smart foul. Putting someone who's not a good free throw shooter on the line. And hopefully Clough keep his nerve. Makes the first, ties the game up. Define the scouting report. It's a big free throw. Misses it, gets a rebound back. UCAM Murcia got a fresh 14, not 24. Benite. Oh, crosses over. Takes it in, got to finish it. Misses a wide open layup. Looks like he's going to go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Vita Benite crossing over Shlomi Harouche. Having a free passage, but unable to make the and-one. You can see it. Looks like the foul is on Alexander. Here's Benite. He's going to go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Oh, no. Foul is off the ball. Foul was on Marcus Delia. It was on Joe Alexander, that's for sure. Delia, what nerve, makes the first. Gives his team a 1-point lead. The Argentinian had a very aggressive game tonight. Played some good minutes. Can't make the second. It's back to a 1-point lead. Corey Wowden wastes no time. He gets on the break. He hugs the sideline, but he just pulls it out. Deshaun Thomas looks for his options. Tried to go to Joe Alexander, but Ovisoko's got it covered. Holloway back to Thomas. So puts it up, easily finished. Deshaun Thomas loves a little jump hook with his right hand. Clinical finish in the paint. Up to 16 points, 2 for 2 from the 2-point area. Tarsic goes pick and roll. Takes it in, gives it to Soko. Soko's got to score. Misses a wide open layup, was fading away from the basket, and that is crucial. Terrell Holloway got the mismatch. But a shake and bake, and he's fouled. That is the 4th team foul. You see, that was the mismatch they wanted. Soko can't guard Terrell Holloway man for man. So had to foul him. It's only the 4th team foul for Murcia. One more. Hapoel Holon will be going to the free throw line. We get it into Joe Alexander. Wowden takes it in. Oh, it's got to be a travel. Oh, it's a blocking foul. If that's a blocking foul, that means Corey Wowden's going to go to the free throw line for 2 shots. It's a tough one, it is. Just over 2 minutes to go. He's got to hope his team can get a good basket. Kevin Tumba, the beast. Defensive monster from Belgium. He's had an excellent game tonight. Kevin Tumba really protected the paint. He's had about 5 or 6 block shots. He's dominating the boards. Corey Wowden makes the first. The nerves, gives his team a 2-point lead. Had a good season last year in the Basketball Champions League, playing for Telenet Ostend. Now can he give Hapoel Holon a 3-point lead? Does it. It's a 3-point lead now. We got a timeout. We got a substitution, actually. Peterson will go to the bench, just take a break. Comes back in the Brazilian, Vitor Benite. Cliff will bring the ball up. Big play right now for UCAM Murcia. There's a foul on the ground. It looks like it's on Corey Wowden. If that's on Wowden, which means Sadio Rojas is going to go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Let's have a look. I mean, yeah, he's got no argument. He's got his arms around Rojas. There's no need to have that. It's a silly foul to give away. To keep your arms off him, deny the ball. Vitor Benite had a good game tonight from the perimeter. Will go to the line for 2 shots. Makes the first. He's up to 10 points tonight. Only 3 for 13 from the field, but he's had a decent game otherwise. 2 big 3-pointers. Cuts it down to a 1-point lead. He's up to 11. Hapoel Holon. Just under 2 minutes to go. Deshaun Thomas looking for Terrell Holloway. Manages to get it to him. Uses the pick, splits it. Big play, kicks it out. Good ball movement. Corey Wowden, big 3. In and out. That is huge. Corey Wowden very unlucky. It was a good look. Benite gets it to Cliff. Cliff isolates, takes it in the middle, puts up a floater. Can't get it. Gets it back. Tumba doing what he does best. Didn't get the rebound, but made enough presence. They get it back. Oh, they turn it over. Here we go. Deshaun Thomas. Throw down! And that is a dunk, the signal. You make mistakes and we're going to punish you. Deshaun Thomas tried to bring the rim down. Miscommunication between Benite and Tumba. And here you can see the replay. Deshaun Thomas takes his time, teases the bench. He looks at them and just rips the ring down. And he says, make a mistake and we will punish you. That is what the Basketball Champions League is all about. Just up and under, take off. This is my house. UCAM Murcia did such a good job of staying in this game, getting back into it. It's just little mistakes they make that stop them from taking the lead. In that case, Benite was trying to give the ball to Tumba as he's being double teamed. Tumba wasn't where it was going to him. Now they're down by 3. Got to have a big possession here, but Hapoel Holon, very disciplined. It's an excellent game, and I'm sure they'll do very well in this competition. Some good talent on this team. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a minute to go. We're in the 4th quarter. This game day 1 fixture of the Basketball Champions League. It's been exciting stuff, so don't go anywhere. Big 3, Benite. Oh, baby! Oh, Lord! Just when you thought it was all over, Vitor Benite. He's been Superman all night. From the perimeter, they made a turnover down one end, but Vitor Benite, Brazilian brilliance, brings it back into the game. Big 3. Can't get it. Big rebound from Sadio Rojas. Benite, that is clutch city. Clevin Hanna, he's back in. Can't get it. Tumba Big rebound, kicks it out. This is where it went wrong before. The poor communication, but Benitez says, get out, I want to isolate. Benitez spins, loses his dribble. It looks like there's a foul somewhere, but Benitez wasn't going anywhere. I have to look at the replay, but what a big three that was from Vita Benitez. I mean, that is tough as it gets. Down by 3 with a minute to go and to tie the game up. Corey Wowden, he's had an excellent game tonight. He's got nothing to be ashamed of. Played an excellent game tonight. A few unlucky calls. He's fouled out of the game. Benitez with 14 seconds left. UCAM Murcia, who trailed for the majority of the game, goes to the line to give his team a big lead. You'll see the Israeli fans in the back. The few jeers they have. Makes it. 1-point lead. And if you need a reliable player on your basketball team, it's that man from Brazil, Vita Benitez. Up to 17 points, Mr. Clutch. Big shot. And Hapoel Holon, they're going to have to call timeout. And this has been an excellent game of basketball, ladies and gentlemen, because Hapoel Holon have come here and played some excellent basketball. They've dictated everything. The likes of Deshaun Thomas, Terrell Holloway, along with Joe Alexander, who's been extremely quiet. Joe Alexander started the game on fire in the first quarter. Corey Wilder, an excellent game he's had. You can see the stats. It's just been a different UCAM Murcia team in the second half. It's that first quarter where it all went wrong for them, but home fans, listen to this atmosphere, they're loving it. Absolutely loving it. These are some very passionate fans you have in Murcia. You had a lot of anxiety from the fans throughout the majority of the game when the team was trailing, but the team's giving them something to cheer for. And ladies and gentlemen, it might not look full, but let me tell you, the atmosphere in there is actually electrifying right now. Soko, Great Britain international player, checks back in. Big defensive dudes with Kevin Tumba. They've gone for a big lineup with Peterson, Tumba, Delia, and Soko. It's a very big lineup they've gone for. Well, Delia's just gone back to the bench, actually. Hapoel Holon, 14 seconds to tie the game up or to win it. To get it in. Terrell Holloway trying to take him on one-on-one against Cliff. That's what it's all about. Pulls up, big three. Oh, he can't get it. Big rebound. Cliff. And ladies and gentlemen, that will be it. As UCAM Murcia, it came back tonight. They played some good basketball. And it was Cliff who came up with a big rebound. It was a tough shot. Terrell Holloway, unlucky. He's had an excellent game tonight. Just couldn't get. This was an excellent game to watch. Holloway finished with 21 points. But it is the hosts, UCAM Murcia, who break first blood and get the first victory here in game day 1 of the Basketball Champions League. And finally, and I mean finally, does he break into a smile. Because for the majority of the game, Ibon Navarro, you can see how nervous he looked, because these guys, Hapoel Holon, came there and they played some great basketball. Joe Alexander started it off. Physical, the big man who could put the ball on the floor. Kevin Tumba unleashed the beast, and he protected the basket, and he didn't let Alexander score, along with Deshaun Thomas, who had an excellent game as well. I mean, look at those stats of rebounds. 55 rebounds UCAM Murcia had. A lot of that is down to Kevin Tumba. Both teams, the block shots going in favor. Probably all of them came from Kevin Tumba. Peterson, top scorer from UCAM Murcia, some big shots, but really, Vita Benite, I mean, he was the difference in the game, because in the third quarter, he hit 2 big three-pointers that cut a 10-point deficit to 4. There he is being interviewed. And then he hit that big, crucial 3 at the end to tie it up with a minute to go. Hapoel Holon couldn't capitalize. And he went back to the free throw line to seal the game and take the 2-point lead before Terrell Holloway, top scorer for the game, he was an excellent player, couldn't hit the winner. Well, this is what the Basketball Champions League is all about, ladies and gentlemen. It's the best competition in Europe. These are what the fans we get and the quality of basketball we get. We'll just show you some highlights from the game. We thank you for watching with us, because there'll be more to come in the regular season, as these games can only get better. And these two teams, it'll be interesting to see where they go on, because they proved tonight, Hapoel Holon, that they can go on the road. They do not fear anyone. You can see Clevin Hanna starting the second half off. Alex Peterson with the quick catch and shoot. That's what every young player needs to be doing these days. Same thing to Sean Thomas. Get the feet set, quick release. That's how you play at a high level. Joe Alexander, the fadeaway, nowhere to go, does it over Ovi Soko. It's a beautiful finish. Sadio Rojas showing his perimeter ability. Some big three-pointers he hit tonight. Corey Wilden dishing it off. Guy Panini, the experienced, the veteran, the sharpshooter. Ovi Soko, power forward, hitting a big three-pointer. And again, to Sean Thomas, off balance, able to get the jump hook. On the break with Tarson, crossing over young Tamia Blatt, taking him back to school. Soko kicking it out. Rojas, same shot, same result. Hit the sweet spot on that one. Tamia Blatt, very effective on the pick and roll, finding Tayshaun Thomas at the right time. Benite, it's got to be called Mr. Clutch now. He hit some big threes tonight. The Brazilian brilliance. And Kevin Tumba, no thank you. Get out of my house. Terrell Holloway, top scorer of the game, 21 points. Lethal from the perimeter. Peterson, lighten it up. Blatt finding the alley-oop. Good teamwork, good synergy between the two. Throw it up. Hey, Joe, go fetch. Down low, Tumba tears down the entire Spanish city of Murcia. Bring it down, big man. And he rips the ring. And the handoff, big three from Peterson. 3 puntos, por favor. And again, this time air ball, but guess who's down low? Bring it down, big fella. You can hear, just listen to these fans. They love it. To Sean Thomas, again, loving the sweet spot with the jump right hook. And a turnover. Thomas, we got Deshaun Airlines. Bring it down. You make mistakes, we make you pay. Air Thomas, here we go. Big three from Benite, Mr. Clutch. The Brazilian brilliance, tough shot. Dug into the lead, nothing but net from Mr. Clutch. Terrell Holiday couldn't get it, big rebound, and that was it to decide the game. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for watching with us tonight. We'll see you next week for game day 2 here in the regular season of the Basketball Champions League. But tonight here from the Basketball Champions League, it is good night and see you next week.